for us to enjoy. Just a beautiful place to have a fair up here in Western North Carolina. Also, this beautiful ride that we have here, the operators of this ride wanted me to make sure that everybody knows, listen to them. If you come to the fair and you're going on this ride, listen to the operators. It's a fun ride. Make it safe. That's what we're here to talk about today, safety. So listen to the operators. They will steer you in the right direction. Third, as everybody knows, this is the anniversary coming up on Helene, so I think the fair this year will have a very added twist to it, a special spirit to it, and I think that we can prepare ourselves for a large outpouring of people coming to the fair this year. And with that, I'm going to be introducing the commissioner, but I do want to say something I've neglected to say the last couple of years, and that is that if you look around, all the buildings and most of the improvements that have been done here are a direct result of Commissioner Troxler's support for Western North Carolina and this Ag Center. All the buildings that house the major events throughout the year that keep us going, all of those events that are in those buildings during the fair are a direct result of the Commissioner's dedication to Western North Carolina, his support from Raleigh. So I just want to personally thank him for that. Let him know how much we appreciate that. And with that, I am going to introduce Commissioner Troxler to you right now.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
What a beautiful day to kick off the Mountain State Fair, and for me, the Mountain State Fair is always a wake-up call. You know, we stay so busy that I don't even have time to really pay attention to what time of year it is, what the weather's like, but when I come up here, you know, it's cooler, and, you know, I say, wow, fall is here, and it happens to be my favorite season of the year, so this is a wonderful opportunity for all of us to come out and enjoy this fair. Sean mentioned all the improvements that we've been able to do up here, and the first time I came to the Mountain State Fair, I was actually a candidate, and it was a tent city, and we had a tropical storm and all the tents blew away. So I figured, you know, once I get elected, we need to start really making this a shining star for Western North Carolina. And I do believe that we have done that, and we are so proud of this center and the things that it means to the community. And I think it was never more evident when Helene hit how important this center is with housing people with their pets, providing space for the military, for the National Guard. So it's much more than just a fair event center. This is a place that Western North Carolina depends on. And the community up here has come together, and they take great pride in what we do here, especially with the Mountain State Fair. And one of my favorite things is mountain crafts and music. So I get a lot of that when I'm up here, and I hope everybody enjoys it. Sean and his crew have done a wonderful job with getting ready for this, and we never have enough help up here to do what we really need to do. And there's a lot to do to prepare for a fair, and it goes on year round. So it's just not we wake up one morning a week ahead of the fair and say, okay, we got to go to work. We work the year round getting ready for this fair. There's so many partners that we depend on to put this fair on: law enforcement, volunteers, vendors, sponsors, dedicated staff, and you're going to hear from a lot of them in a few minutes. So I want to thank everybody for pulling together as a team to put this on and to make sure that it is a premier event. We're getting bigger and better every year, and we're continuing to make investments in buildings and on the grounds here at the Western North Carolina Center. We can never quit. And the thing is, since we started doing all of this work here, now some of the buildings are beginning to need touch-up, so it's a continual thing to keep everything here fresh. safety does remain a top priority every year at the Mountain State Fair and the State Fair, and we want everybody to come out and enjoy, but most of all, we want everybody to be safe and go home in the same shape that they came here. And it takes a lot of partners to do that. But one of those partners is the guests that come to the fair, and you're going to see a lot of signs coming into the fair when you park, once you get inside the gate and at the rides. And please pay attention to the signage and directions, and particular attention to law enforcement officers and the ride operators. They will keep you safe. Everybody you're going to hear from today plays an important role in providing a safe and fun experience for fairgoers, and I can't say enough thanks to them. And of course, ride safety is a major issue, and you'll hear from Commissioner Farley here shortly. But there's somebody here that I want to introduce, and it's very special that he's here today. Chip Hawley was recently appointed as the director of the SBI in North Carolina, and he's no stranger to fairs. In fact, he's worked with us at the State Fair in one capacity or another since I got in office. So it's a pleasure to have him today, and I also thank him. There was a time we were having an ag rally in Raleigh on the mall out there, and there were some protesters there, and the law enforcement picked up that they had a liquid that they wanted to throw on me that was yellow and it didn't smell very good. So the man approached to do what he was going to do, and Chip was standing there, and he took him down to the concrete immediately. And it was strange, after that, the protest did not have very much steam to it. So I thank him for not only the State Fair, but being the chief of Capitol Police and keeping us safe downtown. So Chip, I would ask you to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Commissioner. I just want to, on behalf of the State Bureau of Investigation, that we're in full support of the Department of Agriculture and Commissioner Troxler. We will have staff here every day in support of the Forestry Service, the arm of the Commissioner's Agriculture Department, the Buncombe County Sheriff's Office. We'll make sure that we are in full support. We'll have staff here every day on the ground, and we'll be doing intelligence, making sure that every fairgoer is safe, because that's the main thing. If you come to the fair, you feel safe, then you, like he says, you spend, we want your pocket a little empty and your belly really full, because we want to make sure you're happy when you come and go. And if there's anything the Bureau can do, we're going to be in support of the Department of Agriculture here in Western North Carolina. Thank you. God bless, sir.
Thank you, Chip. Here at the Mountain State Fair and the State Fair, ride safety is right at the very top of safety at the fair, and that falls on the Labor Department. And we are proud to have here Luke Farley, who is the Commissioner of Labor for the state of North Carolina, a fellow Council of State member with me. And this is his first Mountain State Fair, and I have every confidence in the world that he and his team will make these rides as safe as they were when they were brand spanking new, and I would be willing to put all of my grandkids on every one of these rides once they inspect them. So Luke, thank you and your crew for what you do, and appreciate you being here today.
Absolutely. Well, Commissioner Troxler, thank you very much for having us. Good morning, y'all. I'm Luke Farley, North Carolina Commissioner of Labor, and it's an honor to be here today in Western North Carolina to help kick off the Mountain State Fair. We are here today to give you a briefing on the safety work being done by the inspectors at the North Carolina Department of Labor with respect to the rides. But before I get into ride safety, I hope you won't mind if I just take a minute to talk about what happened in Western North Carolina a year ago. When Hurricane Helene struck Western North Carolina, it brought devastating loss to homes, farms, businesses, and families. It was a hard hit for the community and for our entire state. But what we witnessed in the wake of that storm was something even stronger than the winds and the rains, and that was the resilience of Western North Carolina. Neighbors helping neighbors, communities coming together to rebuild. So to stand here today, just 1 year later, where just a few miles down the road there was terrible destruction, and to see this fairground full of life, that's nothing short of incredible. And after everything that this community has been through, it's a privilege for me to be here today to celebrate the return of the Mountain State Fair. Now, across North Carolina, we've got about 30 different fairs like this each year. And North Carolinians love their fairs, and especially our rides. From the thrill rides that get your heart pumping, to the classic Ferris wheel, to the kiddie bumper cars. These rides are, of course, a huge part of the fun, the tradition, and the memories that families make each year at the Mountain State Fair. And that's exactly where the North Carolina Department of Labor comes in. We play a critical role in fair safety because we are the agency charged with keeping the riders at this fair safe and healthy to, as the commissioner said, come home just the same way that they showed up. At the North Carolina Department of Labor, we're responsible for making sure that every single amusement ride operating in this fair is safe. For you, for your children, for everybody who steps on board. Our state has the strictest ride inspection program in the country. Our standards don't just meet national requirements, they exceed them. And under my leadership, we continue to set the bar higher year after year. Our team of inspectors, who are here today, by the way, I wanted to make sure that the inspectors who are actually doing the work, keeping you safe, are here so that they can get the credit they deserve. I lead the department, but they're the boots on the ground who make sure that you, your kids, and your families go home safe from these rides. And I wanted them to be here so that we can give them a round of applause for the work that they're doing. I've looked these gentlemen in the eye, I've shaken their hands, and I know that they are just as passionate about your safety as I am. My wife and I have 3 young sons. They're 8, 4, and 1 years old. The 1-year-old doesn't ride rides, but the 4-year-old and the 8-year-old do. And I'd put my boys on any ride inspected by these gentlemen. That's how much confidence I have in the work of our inspectors at the Department of Labor. These gentlemen have been here on the ground well before today, conducting thorough safety inspections of every single ride on the fairgrounds. We've dedicated 9 inspectors to the work here. As of 11 a.m. this morning, they've logged 167 man-hours inspecting the rides. They've inspected 35 different rides. That includes the chairlift behind me, and they've been testing, verifying, and ensuring that every device meets or exceeds our rigorous safety standards. But I want the people of Western North Carolina to know that our job as the Department of Labor doesn't end with the opening of the fair. Throughout the entire run of the Mountain State Fair, 2 inspectors will be on site every single day, open to close, performing operational safety checks to make sure that you're safe when you come to the fair. I see our mission at the Mountain State Fair is very simple. Safety for every person that sets foot or sits in a ride. Because when you bring your family to the fair, we want you to think about having fun, not the equipment that you're riding on. That peace of mind allows everyone to enjoy the rides, the food, the music, and most importantly, to make family memories. So thank you to Western North Carolina for your strength, your spirit, and most importantly, the trust that you've placed in us to keep you safe. Congratulations on another year of the Mountain State Fair, and remember, we at the Department of Labor have safety covered. You go out and have the fun. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless our great state.
Thank you. Appreciate hearing from you. And as everybody's mentioned, the purpose of today is to discuss safety or hear from a lot of experts in that area. One of the things that is always told me as I walk around, this is my 4th year here, is just how safe the families feel, how safe the people that come here to enjoy the fair, but also the people that work here. Some of the older women in the craft section and all, they really feel from the moment they get here in the morning till the moment they leave at night that they are safe. And I hear it from a lot of people across the community. From the moment you get in your car or however you get to the fair, we've got so many people watching out for us. And then on the campus itself during the fair, there's a lot of security. A lot you will see. There's a great presence here, but there's also a lot you don't see. And that makes this place, as the commissioner said, a great place to bring your family, because you can just relax, have fun, and enjoy yourself. And with that, I'd like to bring up Jim Drew, who is the head of Drew Expositions. They are actually responsible for the rides, and over the last few years, he's become a good friend of mine. He's been a good friend of the fair for a long time, and I'd like Jim to come up and just say a few words, if you will.
First off, I want to say that I am honored to be here, and I say that every year, and I want to say this year in particular with what happened in the fall. I've got a lot of friends here, and everybody that's here with us today. I am thankful to the good Lord that I'm able to be here with you, and I don't live too far away, and we suffered some damage too, but it was nothing like you guys. And you know, we thought about you, and it's just something that I don't know. I don't have words to say, but it's I just, you know, it was just hard. It was hard being in another place and watching what was going on, and all our friends here, and you don't know what's happening to who. So I just want you guys to know that, and we love y'all. So as far as ride safety, you know, we live by safety, and if we don't have safety, we can't have rides. And a lot of ride safety, it's got to do with choices of rides. It's got to do with the manufacturer. There's certain manufacturers build a really good ride, and then another ride they build maybe not be so good. There's a lot goes into it. There's some manufacturers you totally want to stay away from. We go through the non-destructive testing, you know, all the parts. There's a lot of pieces that have to get x-rayed. We do that yearly, and I work with the Department of Labor on that. They want to look at all our documentation. Some states don't have the thorough inspections that you have here in North Carolina. And I just had a conversation about that a little while ago. Some states have gone to third party, and they don't have the actual state ride inspectors anymore, and we're against that. We like a real inspection, and in North Carolina is one of the few places that I know of in the southeast that you actually get a real ride inspection, and we hope it always stays that way. Something that's unique to North Carolina ride inspections is, and there's a person behind me in a gray shirt will let you know before we get here that we're coming early, and we're going to inspect these rides on the trailer before they ever get put together. And I think that's the best way to inspect them. You get to see parts that are down on the ground that you can see if there's any wear. It's a very thorough way to do things. And another thing with safety out here, you know, we know about ride safety, physical ride safety, but we need to talk about the people that are out here around the patrons, around the children. We work closely with law enforcement to know who is here. We have to know who is working on the grounds. We have to have good people here working around the kids. And I have to say this about our local law enforcement here. No other place that I've seen has got law enforcement that works together this closely in unison to bring this together and to create this safe of a space. And we really appreciate that. It's multiple agencies, and we don't see that in many other places. So I just want you guys to know that it's an honor to be with you, and we'll pray for good weather, and hopefully we'll have a record fair. So thank you.
Thank you, Jim. A couple years ago, we went to a joint incident command center, a way for the local agencies and our Forest Service law enforcement to cooperate on an even closer base. So we're going to hear from the folks that are in charge of that, give you a little bit more of insight and detail on how they do that. And first, I'd like to call up Glenn Coley. He's the North Carolina Forest Service Incident Commander for the fair here. And we'll come up and say a few words. Glenn, thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Good morning, everyone. Like Mr. Drew had just mentioned, he used the word unison. I want to talk about collaboration this morning between the many public safety agencies who will be working to make sure this is a safe and family-friendly event for everyone, from the workers to our visitors, our patrons, everyone that comes to attend this fair. This work starts on the roadways as people travel to the fair and continues at our gates. And as the patrons walk through this fair, our officers are there to protect and serve. This is truly a team effort that includes many law enforcement officers from Buncombe County and surrounding counties, plus the Highway Patrol and the SBI and many others. I'm grateful for their partnership, cooperation, and especially for their commitment to making this a safe fair. I know we have the Buncombe County Sheriff, Quentin Miller, here today. Sheriff, we truly thank you for the continued support. We can't thank the Sheriff enough for his continued support. As you all know, the Mountain State Fair is one of the largest events in North Carolina. Planning is going on year-round for this event, and especially on the safety side. We start having meetings early with all these collaborating agencies to make sure we have a solid foundation to provide safety for this fair. There are too many law enforcement agencies to mention specifically, but I'd like to thank our partners at the Sheriff's Office here in Buncombe, at the local Sheriff's offices around, the local police departments, as well as the Highway Patrol, the SBI, Probation and Parole. They're all working to make sure this is the safest fair in Western North Carolina. Altogether, we have approximately 21 plus law enforcement agencies working this fair, with almost 200 law enforcement officers that at some point will be working on this fairgrounds to keep everyone safe. We are excited about what each one of these agencies bring to the table. They all bring special skills and experiences, and we utilize them all. Again, we cannot do it without our partnering agencies. In addition to our law enforcement agencies, we have fire and emergency medical services on the grounds ready to respond at a moment's notice. These units are from the Skyland Fire and Rescue, and they're led by our Fire Chief Trevor Lance, which we'll speak to you here in a moment. He has a great team. We have them here every year, and we can't thank them enough for being here. Again, I mentioned that the efforts to conduct a safe fair start with the fairgoers traveling here. It is very important that they listen to the Highway Patrol and the local police departments as they give direction on how to get into the fair. They will make sure that fairgoers get into the nearest parking lot as quickly and efficiently as possible, and that they're able to get to a gate and through that gate safely and efficiently if they just follow their directions. It's pretty special to be able to be a part of something that so many families look forward to every year, and that shares and celebrates the spirit of Western North Carolina. Thank you for all being here today. If you have any questions, I'll be available after the press conference. Feel free to make contact with me. Again, thank you all.
Thanks, Clyde. A couple of years ago, during the fair, Sheriff Miller came to the fair with his family. I can't remember how many he brought with you, but there were 3 or 4, I remember, and we got to spend, I don't know, about 5 minutes way off to the side. Nobody was around us. We got to just talk a little bit about family and just how important it is that this place is safe. And he saw it firsthand, but it was really nice. We got to make a friendship. It's lasted these couple of years, and we do appreciate you being here and supporting us. It's a great privilege to have you here, and I'd like you to come up, Sheriff, and say a few words. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. I want to first acknowledge all our partners, law enforcement partners, and thank them, each one of them, for being here. I'm not going to try to go through each name, but I will assure you that much like Helene, we had people come from all over the country, all over this state to support us. And so we have a lot of folks that will, all over the counties, different counties, surrounding counties, that are here to support us. But also I want to recognize Mike Murphy. He's the one from our organization that's our lead person. So if you would give Mike a round of applause. So the reason I said that is that if anything happens, I'm looking for Mike. And I'm sure y'all looking for me. So I was trusting in Mike. He's done a great job for us. I want to say this about the whole time I've been here, so that's at least 7 years that he's been the lead or associated with the fair. It's done us a tremendous job. And so I just want to welcome everyone here. I want everyone to understand that this will be a safe fair. We will do everything in our powers to ensure that that happens. And one thing I will tell you, and I want everyone to know, that we are employing our real-time information center, which is our camera system. So not only will we have deputies and officers here on the ground, but we also will be able to look oversight for everyone. And so I want everyone to understand that we're going to do everything possible to ensure the safety of each and every person that attends this fair. Thank you.
I was talking to Mike Murphy, Lieutenant Murphy, yesterday and today. It's your 31st fair. That's amazing. That's really crazy. There's only a few around. Some of my staff I know, and you are up in those rankings. When you hit 50 fairs, we have a special day for you. You've heard it said a few times today, but long before you get anywhere near the fair, safety starts, paying attention starts. It's really important that, as a few of the folks have said already, that we listen to the instructions of the Highway Patrol. They really do an amazing job. I hear every year, particularly from my friends over at the airport, who think it's just going to shut everything down, how efficient and how good it actually works. And as crowded as it gets, it seems to improve every year. This year we have a new officer from the Highway Patrol, Sergeant Haley Onderdonk, and I'd like her to come up and say a few words about the Highway Patrol and their important role here.
Good morning. I'm Sergeant Onderdonk with the Highway Patrol. It's our responsibility to ensure traffic is flowing smoothly in and around the fairgrounds. We want to remind everybody to please be respectful of our troopers when they're given traffic direction. Follow their directions, be mindful of pedestrians near the roadway, and let's just have a safe fair. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayla. We also, as been mentioned too, we have an incredible fire service and first aid right here. They've got everything you need in case we need it for emergencies. And I'd like to introduce Fire Chief Trevor Lawrence now to come up and say, Trevor Lance to come up and say a few words for us. Thank you.
Thank you. As you hear, there's a theme going around that says safety. So we always focus on safety. We're here to focus on safety as well. This year, like always, we always break the fair up into several different districts. And inside this district, we have our fire and rescue and EMS personnel located in these areas to handle any incidents from a medical emergency to any type of fire. So if you see these folks that are wearing a Sky on Fire Rescue shirt and you have any questions or just want to say hi, they enjoy to talk to people, reach out to these folks. They're there for you. And also the first aid and also lost and found is located in our building area, which is at the front part of Davis Arena. You see a sign that says Sky on Fire Rescue First Aid. For parking, we do have staff that's working on the parking part. As always, there's two main entrances going into parking. There's off of Fannin Bridge Road is Gate 1, and off of Highway 280 is Gate 7. That's the main entrance is getting into the parking. As always, is when busy days, like Fridays and Saturdays and can night, that's always going to be a challenge. So just bear with the folks doing parking. They're going to try to get you in the best place they can. And then again, if you have any questions, please reach out to one of our guys. Thank you.
One of the biggest parts of our fair and something that we pride ourselves on is remaining true to the agriculture focus here. If you look around, there's a lot of animals that will be here, a lot of space for livestock, And we really feel without that, it's the most important part, but without it, we'd just be a carnival like any other carnival. And hopefully we'll never become just another carnival. And one of the big tasks involved is to make sure that there's safety, not just with the people that come, but also that the animals that are coming here are safe. And in today's environment, we know that's a huge, huge task. And I'd like to bring up Travis Shadell to talk from the department to talk to you a little bit about Aiden's Law and the exhibits.
Thank you for joining us today as we are preparing to welcome thousands of visitors to the 2025 Mountain State Fair. We want to emphasize our commitment to public health and safety, especially in areas involving animal exhibits. In accordance with Aiden's Law enacted in North Carolina following a tragic E. coli outbreak in 2004, we followed the strict safety protocols to minimize the risk of illness from animal contact. This year we have pig races, an abracadabra magic show, a maternity ward, a fishing rodeo, and many more animals that will be displayed by exhibition and through competitions. Our key safety practices include mandatory hand washing stations at all animal contact areas, clear signage and staff guidance to ensure compliance. Our veterinary and emergency program divisions have inspected these animals to ensure they are healthy. We ask all attendees to help us share this message. Safety is a shared responsibility. By following these guidelines, we can ensure a safe and enjoyable experience for everyone. Thank you, and I hope you have many memories during the Mountain State Fair. Thank you.
With that, we are going to entertain any questions if anybody has for anybody that's up here, or you can always, get us on the side if you want to talk to us, to anybody up here. Two things before we conclude. One, after we're done, everybody is welcome to ride this ride behind us here. Chairlift will be on and operating. And also, one of our vendors has said he is very happy to give everybody some free popcorn right over here in the corner. So if you want to grab some popcorn, then get on the ride, you're welcome to do that. I think that'll be a fun way. Just don't throw anything off the chairlift or you'll be escorted off the premises. So if there's any questions, if not, I know Commissioner Troxler wanted to come up, but we forgot one thing to mention, and he wanted to do that.
I did want to close this press conference on a very high note. Tomorrow we're going to have a very special event here. We're going to have a signing with the U.S. Department of Agriculture of a block grant for agriculture in Western North Carolina, and it will be to the tune of about $221 million. We believe that this block grant will fill holes that we have not been able to fill with state money. Things like infrastructure, forestry, equipment, those kind of things that we could not do with state money. So when it's all said and done, we do believe that these programs we're going to have are going to put agriculture back on their feet here in Western North Carolina, and we couldn't be any prouder to be able to do that at the Mountain State Fair. It's only fitting that it's here after what happened last year. Also, I have learned that today is Sean's birthday, and we are actually putting this big party on for 10 days for his birthday. So if you will join me, we're going to sing happy birthday to Sean, and I'll start it, but y'all please drown me out. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sean. Happy birthday to you. Everybody enjoy. I'm not going to ride this. No, just put that over here to the side. If you will. Okay.
We'll just push them back. Yeah. It rolls. You gonna leave your mic stands up? I'll start striking it. Okay. You're good to go. I don't know how they're gonna come in.
You want to ask him?
I don't know. Hey. Yeah, you can crank it up. Everybody want to ride?
I'm gonna get up there in a minute, yeah.
You gotta watch the back match. Are you riding?
No, she's taking pictures.
Come on in. Just go right around. Go right around. I've got one. Got a picture there, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Meet you right here.
Come on around. Come on around and get on the feet.
Right here in the yellow piece, please. Sit straight back, and I got you. Watch because you're a little tall. Yeah.
Knock him in the head.
I got you.
Watch that cold.
I got it. I watched it before. You're gonna see me a lot this week, okay? You're gonna see me a lot. I come and I'll be doing my rounds. I thought you were doing it.
Straight back.
Nobody wants to ride.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, take a look. You're up high enough. Take a look. Let me know how it looks. All right. Just show it.
Right here in the yellow feet.
It's like Paris Island.
Yellow feet. Sit straight back. Arms in the chair. I got you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
How you doing this year?
Good.
We got one.
No, not yet. Not yet. No. But we got folks who want to get to know. I do plan to get on. That makes everybody like me. But there really is something that went on recently. I do look back. I'm trying to be recent. Yep. There may come a day where I need that. I'm not getting it done. Every once in a while, so a couple of years ago. So I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think there's a way to do it. First of all, the receipts tax dollars, so we're not burdened with the assembly. We're in the private yeah, this one is different.
She will if you will.
Right.
She's coming.
Well,
How you doing? Good. Just like myself. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Sorry, inside around. I got all the way around. Just go all the way around.
hey, Erwin, put them on bucket 31. It's got a sticker.
I need you in the yellow feet. In the yellow feet. Sit straight back. Arms in the chair, okay? Alright. Arms in the chair.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
You want to go down there?
Yeah.